So the other day, something happened and my daughter was upset with me. And so she slammed my bedroom door. And I'll be honest, that pissed me off. And I know parenting experts say, this is how you should react and this is what you should do. It's hard in the moment. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I do everything perfectly just because of the space I'm in. I was pretty ticked off. And so I went up to her and I said, that is not okay. You cannot slam my door. And I was stern. And later that evening, when we both had calmed down, she said, Mama, I know I shouldn't have slammed the door, but you were too rough with me. And she meant my tone. Obviously, nothing physical, but she was like, you were too rough with me. And I was like, wow, I love that she doesn't just take everything I do as a parent and assume it's right and internalize it and make it a part of how she sees herself or talks about herself or thinks about herself. She didn't care. She was like, I know you're my mom, but I'm going to call you out. I think you were too rough. That wasn't necessary. And yes, there is respect. I know people get really sensitive about that. If you're the parent, I don't believe in I'm the authority figure. I want her to look at any authority figure in her life, whether it's a teacher or a grandparent or a parent, and be respectful, but still call them out when they're wrong. I tell my kids all the time, are adults always right? And they know to say, no, they're not. Because I don't want them to take every single behavior and everything that any adult says in their life and just believe it and just take it for face value and accept it and have that influence how they think about themselves. I want them to assess, no matter what it is, before they say, well, you know what? I deserve to be talked to like that. It's my mom, so I must have deserved it, and I'm bad. That's the narrative that can happen. Whereas she kind of paused and said, that was too rough, Mom. And I love that. And it's not about, okay, who's right or who's wrong, but it's about their ability to pause and stop and assess before they just take it all in and accept it and have that negative treatment or behavior or whatever it is, words, become a part of who they are.